Oh, that does so much damage now. Oh, that does so much damage now. That wasn't even a direct hit. Oh, look at the damage. Yes, I just wanted to see the direct hit. I knew I was going to eat a lot of damage. Yo, rockets are actually good. Hey, yo, it's your boy Atomyc coming at you with another Bullet Echo video. And today, we're going to be talking about the most recent update that has just been released into the game. And you guys have already seen it in the title. This character right here is the one that everyone has been complaining about after Ghost and Stalker got nerfed and Invis got nerfed a long time ago. It's always been, yo, what is up with Levi? She is so broken. So in this specific update, they added 7 brand new skins to the game, improved the tutorial, and they nerfed Thermal. So before we get into Thermal, because I do want to hop into a game and test it out and really see how it affects it in real time, I do want to show you guys these 7 new skins that they brought to the game. So there were also a couple other updates that I supposedly missed before I recorded that video, but they did make a change to Slayer. His aim grew up, so they nerfed that back down. All maps have been updated as well. They pretty much added obstacles, you know, some things have changed slightly and greatly for 5v5 and Sabotage. And then finally, grenades and missiles actually got buffed. There was an increase to the armor damage from 0.5 to 1.2 and the rocket from 0.5 to 2.3. So actually, there's actually going to be some crazy changes to the game, and I cannot wait for this. The tier lists are going to change dramatically as well. So first of all, they brought out the Cyber Angel. This skin, I mean, Angel's one of my favorite characters, but look at this skin, bro. Look at the Cyber Angel skin. This is one thing that Bullet Echo always does so well. They bring out some of these crazy skins with the nicest designs. Absolutely love to see it. So next we've got the Mirage. They've got the Pop Star Mirage. You gotta love it, right? This is one of the, I would say, top, maybe most played hero in the game. Insane. It's actually a really, really good skin there as well. We've got the Doc. Community favorite, right? You can't go wrong with the Doc. Looking to work his way up in the tier list. We've got Doc here with the Om Nom Doc. It's a pretty cool skin. I think honestly it directly reflects his game style here and place in the game. Next we've got a new Cyclops skin. I know you guys love to have the scan. We've got the Bushido Cyclops. This one right here is actually really clean. I like the feel. I like the design. Honestly, the eye matches really well there with the skin. I believe we have a Satoshi skin, right? For my boy, the Ninja Satoshi. I mean, my boy, the Samurai, the one, the only new favorite character in the game. Just you can't go wrong with Satoshi. I always tell you guys, if you're trying to level up, trying to get cracked, make sure you guys get in here and play some Satoshi. I believe this next skin here is some Mogs, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong, could be wrong, could be wrong. I'm not. We got the deep one, Smog. My man coming from the trenches. Oh, you gotta love the design here on this skin. And then finally, we finish off with a Stalker skin. My boy Stalker, of course, getting all the love, getting that BRATVA Stalker. Pretty clean, pretty nice. Anyways, though, let's check out Thermal, right? They made the changes in the game. They made the changes to the ability. And honestly, right here, as you guys can, let me go down to level 1. Okay, so it's the same at level 1 and level. So after you enable Thermal, the hero won't be able to shoot for 0.5 seconds. So this is a nerf to Thermal. Obviously, if you can't shoot for half a second, it gives your opponent more time to run away and get to cover without dying right away. But I do have to say this one thing. Obviously, it's a slight nerf. It's a way smaller nerf than Invis, because back in the day when Invis was a major issue in the game, people would pop out right next to you and there was literally nothing you could do and you died. It's just like, it was the most broken mechanic that the game had ever seen. Thermal, on the other hand, is just really strong because you can shoot through walls, and especially on Levi. I think the Thermal on Levi is disgusting, right? So having this 0.5 second nerf, I don't think is a major nerf compared to the Invis, but it does help out a little bit. Now, there is a way around this. So whenever you're getting thermal in this game, you hear this loud beeping sound in the background. You know you're getting thermal. You can see the little icon on the screen that someone is thermaling you as well. And that is how you know that you're getting shot. So what you want to do now is, if a player just looks at you, you'll still hear that sound. You'll get an extra half a second, and you can get away. Now, the issue is, in my opinion, a good Levi player, and I'm sorry, I know the community's gonna hate me. The Atomyc, don't give anybody any more ideas. Don't help these Levi players. Don't help Thermal. But I gotta cover all angles of the game so that if it does need to be balanced in the future, again, that can happen. But Thermal Vision, Invis, I believe they both have the same exact logo in the game when someone pops it, so you won't know that it's specifically Thermal unless they're looking at you. So a good Levi player, what you want to do now is pop the Thermal Vision. Like if you're gonna shoot someone, you know someone's right here in front of you, pop Thermal, but look to the left, the right, or behind you, and then spin around as that half second is happening, and it's pretty much gonna have the same exact effect as OG Thermal, because that half second doesn't exist to the person that's receiving it, since you're spinning that beeping thing right on them as your 0.5 seconds is done. So nothing happens to Levi, in my opinion, with this specific nerf. If someone's in front of you, you shouldn't even be popping Thermal anyway and give them that extra 0.5 seconds to react. You just want to shoot them with your regular gun. So Levi, I think, still remains very, very strong. This, though, is a hard nerf to Slayer, because Slayer, one thing that he has to do is he has to be standing pretty much very, very still in order for that aim to remain accurate, in order for him to hit his target, to maybe hit his target. So he can't benefit as much as Levi does, because the thing with Slayer is if you take that same exact strategy, you look to the left, you look to the right, and you swing to remove that 0.5 second delay, the issue then becomes is the second you swing, your aim down sight's going to go from this to this, and you're pretty much always going to miss that shot. What that does allow you to do, though, is if you do want to, for Slayer, I don't recommend using that tactic. You just want to look at them and hope that that 0.5 seconds isn't enough for them to run away from the target, because that will allow you to, if you accidentally turn on your Thermal and it's wide, that 0.5 seconds will probably give you time to narrow it down, and you'll be able to have a higher chance of landing your shot. So this is going to change the tier list just a little bit, because this is an indirect buff to shield characters, because one of the things with shield, or one of the hardest counters to Thermal, is shield, whether it's the ground shield or the mobile shield. But now that there's a 0.5 second delay, this will allow shield players, if the person doesn't use the correct tactics with Levi, and even if they do use the correct tactics with Slayer, to pop their shield after they hear the beeping sound and give them more time to protect against this Thermal. But let's hop into a game now and see just how much this 0.5 seconds has changed the game. Alright, so we have another Levi here on our team. We've got the ability charge ready to go. Now we just gotta find someone. So at first, what I want to try is staring right at them and popping Thermal without trying to be slick about it. And then after that, we're gonna try the Levi strategy of turning away, because as you can see, there's not really a lot of, I am a higher, oh, okay, let's see. Okay, so that half a second, I mean, it's a Mirage, so obviously she jumps away before I even started it. The half a second isn't even that long, right? Because some people even have said they feel like Invis. It was strong. It was long enough for me to take her down there, though. As you can see, the Levi struggled because she started the ability trying to shoot at the target, so I was able to have that extra half a second to take her out. Not bad. But okay, that Mirage is always one that's hard to catch regardless. Like, she's already jumped, so she's dead here. Okay, let's try this again. Let's do Invis. No. That's just a wasted Thermal. And we are dead. Yeah, Levi, I feel like is oh, okay, I just didn't see him. Appreciate the res, my boy. Yeah, so that's it. Hey, we still end up picking up the dub. So I feel like that didn't affect it too much. It's pretty instant still. Any character that's not Mirage gets out, so she continues to remain at the top of the tier list. I'll make a tier list video. I'll make an updated one. Mirage gets out if you look at her directly, but you can still swing on them completely. Now let's try the same thing out here with Slayer. All right, let's see what the boy Slayer gotta say about this nerf. My boy, not too happy about it. I gotta be honest. I mean, the half a second. Okay, let me try myself. it helps you a little bit if you're like fluky with it, but I think it just it hits Slayer harder, and that's unfortunate for him because I know as thermal players or as anyone that understands this game, we fully understand that Slayer isn't necessarily the person that needs to be nerfed here. Now, I'm not saying Levi's OP, you know. So there's that thermal. So it's a decent amount of time. I'm actually glad that happened because that's what it felt like on the receiving end. That's perfect. That's a perfect example. That's what it felt like on the receiving end of thermal looking straight at you. So while that half a second is there, it's enough time for you to realize, oh damn, you know, before when thermal went out, you say oh, and then brrr, you're dead. Now it's oh damn, and brrr, you're still dead. So even if you look straight at them with the Levi, I think the result still remains the exact same. And if you want to be slick about it as a Levi, obviously you look the other way. Shout out to MS, you know, of course. So that's gonna be it for today's video though. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the changes to thermal. I think it's a good step in the right direction. Obviously, they don't want to nerf thermal into the... They don't want to nerf anything... Like, as a game developer, you don't want to nerf anything into the ground so much where it's unusable. Do you think that they should nerf it some more? Do you think that it's in a good spot now? You know, I've never cried about thermal personally just because there are counters to it. Play as shield heroes. In my opinion, you can defend against thermal pretty well. But when you are these other grenade style heroes or rocket launcher style heroes or anybody that doesn't have a shield, thermal does hurt quite a bit. But I still think that's rock, paper, scissors, strength, and weaknesses. I think if we are still talking about Levi, the nerf that needs to happen to her, if you guys are so inclined, like I said, it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and cry about Levi, but I think her stun is probably what makes her really strong. But that's part of her kit. So I don't know if they can remove that. You know, how long does this stun last? Stuns enemies for 1.3. It's not even that long of a stun. It's like, but it's still like a second. In this game, that still goes crazy. So it would have to probably be to her stun, cut all her stun results in half, maybe. But regardless, she's still gonna be strong no matter what. So I think it's in a good spot right now. We'll see how the community reacts. We'll see if the Bullet Echo devs take it a step further. But the good news is clans are on the way. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully they come around the corner soon. I'm looking forward to it. I want this game to grow, continue to explode. I love the community. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you're going to enjoy the rest of your day. What is life? I cannot